Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas. Your source for Ford news, update, and information with a video on the 2024 Ford Escape. So we're doing in these videos kind of like letting you know what you're going to get for the starting price on the Escape, with standard equipment on that. And then we're going to also cover a couple of different packages if you want to upgrade from there, of what those packages include, as well as we'll probably get into standalone options as well in this video. And this will be covered. We're going to be covering the active trim, which is the base trim for the Escape. So they're using the word active for that. And so we're going to talk about all those different features in this video. Very good resource for you if you're looking to put in an order with your local dealer, or maybe you're finding a one at a dealer and you're kind of curious on, does that have this package or that package on it? And we can kind of go through and exactly what that's included, so you can go ahead and purchase a vehicle from a dealer lot as well. So hopefully very informative for you. If you do like this, you'd like some of our other videos, so make sure you're subscribed, have that bell notification turned on so you don't miss any of these videos. And don't forget to, if you want to order from us, we are taking orders for 2024 Ford Escape. And we do have some on our lot. We have a couple that have showed up here. Actually, the ones that have showed up are 23s. We have a couple 23s, but 24s are just now starting to schedule and producing here pretty soon. So anyway, if you want to do that, if you want to order with us, we do have a YouTube special. We'll talk more about that at the end of the video. And also, speaking of that, there's timestamps in this video, so move around, use it how you want to. Open up that more for the description there, and you can see the timestamps, whether it be on a phone, tablet, or even on a desktop computer. So, all right, let's dive in here and get into some of this. We're going to start with some of our mechanical features first, and we are going to use Ford's build-in price for this. I haven't even looked. I think their building price is up. Let's find out. All right, there we go. So go to Ford.com. Let's go to vehicles and let's just see. Although nothing's really changed too much from 23 to 24. So if it wasn't up yet, we'll be all right. So 23, here's 24. Go to 24 there. So the reason you're still seeing 23 is because there's still some dealer inventory out there. And that's why they have that available for 23 build, but they have 24 ready. So there we go. So for this year, they did drop the base trim, and now we do have the active trim available here. And it's starting at $29,345. So what do you get for $29,345? So we're going to click in here and going to go over this here. We're going to go to Powertrain here, and we'll go over some of this. So for the active trim, it is available with the only engine available is the 1.5 liter EcoBoost engine with auto start stop technology, which means when you come to a stoplight, stop sign, you press your brake, it's going to shut the vehicle off. You let go of the brake, it's going to turn it back on. Little tip, if you turn the steering wheel a little bit, it'll also turn back on because it needs the power steering. It needs the engine going for that. So there you go. Also, standard equipment will be your front wheel drive. As you can see here, we will have available all-wheel drive. We'll get into options and different availabilities there. Also, we do have for the powertrain, not showing it here, you're going to get an 8-speed automatic transmission as well. You'll also get selectable drive modes. So it doesn't say what modes you are getting at this. Normally, there's a normal, there's an eco mode. Usually there's a sport mode, a slippery mode usually. So those are some of the different modes. And the different modes, when you shift into those different modes, will change how the transmission shifts, how the throttle response is, your traction control activated and deactivated, and that kind of stuff. And just the dynamics of the vehicle for those conditions, like slippery and such like that. So you're going to get front and rear stabilizer bar on the vehicle. Also get electronic parking brake that includes an auto hold. Means if you have an auto hold activated, you come to a stoplight, stop sign, you brake the vehicle, you can let go of the brake. It's going to hold that the brake for you until you hit the gas pedal. Also, electronic traction control as well, so you can activate and deactivate your traction control. You do get variable assist rack and pinion steering with the electronic power assist steering. So what that's going to do is since it's electronically controlled, when you're in those parking lots and such, a lot easier to turn that steering. And when you're on the highway, it's going to stiffen that up, so make it a little bit different so that wind doesn't push you from side to side. I love how that works. Also, we do get transmission oil cooler as well. That's going to help that transmission function and cool it off and keep it function at a good level there. So there you go. There's our powertrain options. Not a lot there, but again, we'll get into the options here in just a little bit, but all-wheel drive will be optional for you. In fact, let me go ahead and pull that information Here, yeah, all-wheel drive is optional, so it will be an extra cost if you go with all-wheel drive. So let's go ahead and go over some safety features here. I don't really have a lot of images for these, so we'll just go back to that view. We do have for airbags, driver and front passenger dual-stage airbag. That means it deploys a different size airbag, depends on how close you are to the front of the vehicle. You also have a driver knee airbag that's going to deploy down if you have that front collision. And you also have front seat mounted side impact airbag. So if you're going to have that side collision, one side or another, it's going to deploy like on the seat from the side of that. So it helps protect and deploys that airbag so that doesn't come in and crush in at you. Also, we have safety canopy side curtain airbag with a rollover sensor. So it's going to come down from the roof line and help cover up those window openings for sheet metal and windows and all that coming in. So that will help as well. We do also have advanced track with roll stability control. Whole point behind that is to help keep you on your intended path and not allow you to roll over. It does have curve control as well, and so that way it helps. If you go into that curve too fast, maybe it's slick outside, then it'll help with that. Also, torque vectoring control too. That'll help you when you're pulling off from a stop, so that torque vectoring control allows you to where it doesn't get all squirrely on you, is what I like to call it. We also do have pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking. It has pedestrian detection, forward collision warning, and dynamic brake support. So what it's going to do is if you're going along and if you would hit that vehicle in front of you at your current speed, it's going to alert you and let you know that series of tones, that's that forward collision warning system that you need to stop. Preloads the brakes so that when you do transition to the brake, you'll be ready to stop and stop even faster. You also do get post-collision braking. So if you get in an accident, you don't put it in park, it's going to brake the vehicle for you. We also have the SOS post-crash alert system that's going to honk the horns, flash the lights if you're in an accident off the side of the road. We also have lane keeping system that has lane keeping assist, lane keeping alert, and driver alert. So in those situations, if you have that activated, if you go over to those lines, there's an assist that actually keep you in your lane. There's an alert system, so it'll let you leave your lane, but it will vibrate the steering wheel when you leave your lane. And then a driver alert is letting you know when you take your hands off the steering wheel too often. So, and you can use a lane keeping alert and an assist together. So if you get over those lines, it'll vibrate the steering wheel, but still try to keep you in your lane. And there also is road departure warning as well. So that's going to know that you've kind of left that on the side of the road and I believe that is activated whether or not your lane keeping is activated. That is going to be activated for you to help protect you there. We do have the security lock passive NFS system, which means only the coded key can start the vehicle as well. So there's our safety features. Let's now go back over and dive into the styling here and talk about that exterior styling. Go to get the right image there. There we go. For the front, we do have on here the grille. So you're going to have the black grille here with a chrome accent up here. So that is not a light. That is a chrome accent on this for the active trim. Active grille shutters are located down there. They'll open and close when you need to help for it to function the best that it can. We also have configurable daytime running lights. So they can be configured to be on during the daytime. We do also have automatic headlights. They'll come on automatic when it gets dark, shut off when it gets light. If you have it in one of the auto setting on your headlight switch. Courtesy delay as well. So that means that your lights will go off at a certain time once that happens. LED reflector lights with the signature lighting. So LEDs are brighter. Also signature lighting lights up above that. So even the active trim gets that. Wiper activated headlights as well. So if you turn your wipers on, it'll activate and turn your headlights on. We also get auto high beam headlamps, which means if it's dark enough outside, it'll turn those high beams on. If someone approaches you in a city of lights, it's going to shut them off. Now, that's something you can activate and deactivate in your lighting section of your vehicle settings screen if you don't want that activated. The front bumpers up here, you're going to see kind of body colored through here. Does have the molded in black down here, so it protects it from getting debris and stuff coming up onto the vehicle there. So, all right. And then moving down, moving around to the side. It is showing sensors here, but that is not standard equipment. So we'll get into some options here in just a second. There we go. Here's more of a side look. The wheels are a 17-inch shadow silver painted aluminum wheel. So you're getting an aluminum wheel on the active trim. Tires are going to be a 225/65 R17 all-season tire for this. And then you get a tire pressure monitoring system as well. 4-wheel disc brakes with ABS analog braking system as well. For your mirrors, you're going to get a molded in black mirror cap here. Also, you're going to get the power glass for the mirror as well, so you can adjust that, and manual fold, so they'll fold in towards the glass manually. So for that, your door handles are body color door handles, as you can see right here. You do get intelligent access with push button start, so it allows you to be able to put your hands in a key in door handles there, and it's going to automatically unlock the vehicle, allow you to get in. And when you get in, you can just push the push button start to start it. When you get out, you can just press the ridges, and it's going to lock the vehicle up. You do get keyless entry as well with two key fobs going to come with it. Now let's talk about some of the rocker molding. So you're going to see the wheel lip molding as well as a lower rocker molding is going to be molded in black. Also, this trim piece right here as well is going to be black and coming on towards the back and back here. So a little bit more durable that way for rock chips and things like that. Now your belt line molding is going to be black. Upper one is going to be, you're going to notice, is the chrome accent on there. So you're going to have that. And then privacy glass on these back windows and back glass here. We do also have easy fuel capless filler doors, so no cap to worry about leaving behind, getting your hands dirty. Just open that door and fill it up and shut that door when you're done. On the back, body colored rear spoiler back here. We do have the little stubby antenna up here as well. Rear defrost back here. You do have a rear wiper as well from there. Also, center high mounted stoplight is located right up there as well for you. All right. And then rear defrost with washer and a rear wiper mentioned. Rear view camera is going to be located right under here with the escape wording on the back with the Ford logo on the back of it back there too. You do get power liftgate for this, so you can use your remote to open that up and lift it up. Exhaust tip is a dual chrome exhaust tip. As you can see here, you will have a rear skid plate back here too, right there. It's going to be silver, molded in black bumpers back here too. Reflectors here. And doesn't mention the lights, so I don't think they're LED, or so they mention it. And then inside, you'll have a mini spare. That's a steel wheel located under the floor, and then a rear cargo area light as well in there too. Now, you're seeing an active decal back here. That is not standard, so they haven't updated this image for this. In fact, I'm not actually seeing, it does show this chrome accent here. Mine is saying it's black on the active trim, but it might be that they carried that over, because last year there was a base trim and the base did get the black, and then you went to active, you got the chrome. So I believe this is the image is right here on this one here. All right, now let's move to the interior for this. Inside, we will see, first of all, for the color, let's go to the interior here. You have two different color interiors. We'll get into colors in a second, but this is showing the ebony black, and there's also a space white, or space gray, sorry. Space gray there for you. Illuminated entry with a courtesy delay that's going to light up over here up above the console, the overhead console, I should say. Your seats are also floor mats, carpeted front and rear mats. You also get unique cloth bucket seats in here. You also get a 5-passenger seating, 3 in the back, 2 in the front up here. 8-way power driver seat. So we're talking forward and back, up and down, power lumbar, power recline. For the passenger seat, it's a 4-way manual passenger seat. There's a lever underneath to go forward and back. Also manual recline. And it's showing a height adjustment, but that is not in my notes here. So I'm going to say that's probably moving up. We'll talk about some other options here in a second. And then back seat, 60-40 split bench seat. These seats can fold down the backrest, so you can fold it down so you can put things in there. And also these seats will slide forward and back too, so you can get a little extra room. Slide those seats forward all the way too, as well. You do have head restraints back here. This one, the middle one, is fixed. These others can be adjusted. They can come forward. 2-way manual adjustment for that. Also, these up here as well are adjustable. So 2-way manual adjustment 2. There you go. Center console armrest, so you can pull that down and have an armrest with 2 cup holders. So, so we're talking base trim here still. Not base trim, but your entry level trim. In the back, there's 2 smart USB charging ports on the back of the console. Also, you get the latch system, lower anchors and tethers for children. So that way you can anchor those front or rear facing car seats into those. For your windows, we do have power windows. It is a front one-touch down feature for the driver's window. That means you can just hard press it down and you can let go, and it's going to roll that window down. You do have to hold it coming up as well as the other 3 windows. For your locks, you have auto lock and auto unlock. You also have child safety lock on those rear doors, so you can lock those out so they can't open them when you don't want them to. And we do have power lock and power unlock as well. Your steering wheel, it does say premium wrapped steering wheel here, manual tilt and telescoping. So there's a lever underneath. You can just pull that and it'll go up and down, forward and back for you. We also do have cruise control as well as steering wheel mounted controls too. So cruise control, standard equipment on this. You're gonna have compass display and such in the instrument panel. 8-inch productivity screen here for you on this. You do get an eco mode. You also get ice blue lighting for the instrument panel, message center, outside temperature display. As I mentioned, compass, trip computer as well. For your climate, dual zone climate control here. So the driver and front passenger have 2 different temperatures. You also do have a cabin particulate air filter as well. And then we do for your audio controls, we have AM, FM stereo, 6 speakers, and you do have steering wheel mounted controls as well for your audio. Sirius XM with a 360L is also included. I think you get 3 months free, and then after that, you do have to pay for a subscription to the Sirius XM. And you get an 8-inch touchscreen here for you as well with wireless phone connection. So cloud connected, you have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. This is Sync 4 system. Over-the-air updates as well for this, 911 assist and digital owner's manual, all with that screen there. We do have the overhead console. Let me go to this 360 view. There you go. Overhead console here with the sunglass and bin right there. We do have a rear view mirror, the day-night, so you just lever right there. Nighttime, you just flip it down. Those cars with those bright lights don't blind you. We do have visors up here, so they flip down. Illuminated vanity mirrors on those as well, and those can swing over to the side if you need to. Down in the media hub area, which is this area here, you're going to get smart charging multimedia USB ports. You have a USB type A and C, which I think is what's behind the console as well. You do have rotary dial shifter knob here. Your electric parking brake is there with the auto hold as well. And then you get Ford Pass Connect, allows you to stay connected to your vehicle using the Ford Pass app. Free app you download, you connect your vehicle in, you can unlock and lock your vehicle from anywhere, remote start your vehicle from anywhere, schedule remote start times, see the tire pressure on your tires, the fuel that you have in your vehicle, all through that app. Even where the vehicle is located. So pretty cool. That is a free app, so you want to make sure you download that and connect your vehicle in. Now let's talk about colors here for a second. I'll get my guide out, make sure it's correct for this year. For the active trim, it is make sure we get our colors right here. We do have Vapor Blue. That is available for you. And don't forget, we have 2 different color interiors, the ebony or the space gray there. Unique cloth on both of those. Vapor Blue is available in both interior colors. Also, we do have Race Red available too. And we do have Iconic Silver. I believe that's this one. Iconic Silver. Carbonized Gray as well. And then we do have Agate Black. Agate Black, depends on how you want to say it. And then we do have Oxford White. So no cost colors here for the active trim. Those are all free colors. And we do 6 color options for you for 2024 model year. So there we go. So now let's move down. What I want to do is we'll talk about your powertrain options. Again, you can go to all-wheel drive, and I'm not sure what that extra cost is for that. It doesn't actually list that. Let's go to summary down here and see if we can get any information on that. It's actually not, looks like it's not charging any extra, but I think your base price probably started at a different price. So yes. So now it's $31,515. Don't remember what it was to start with. 29 something. So about $2,000 for the all-wheel drive. So just so you know, that is an option for you to go all-wheel drive if you want. 1.5 liter hybrid is not available on the active trim. You will need to go to one of the other trims. Ford is really pushing the ST line for this year, which we'll be doing a separate video on that. But so there's that. So now we're going to cover some different packages that are available for this year. So now we're going to talk about this first package, and that's called the Tech Pack number 1. It's $995 for this package here. You can click on here, and it'll kind of tell you what all you're getting here. Basically, for the most part, this is your adaptive cruise control. So it does give you the Ford Copilot 360 Assist Plus package. So that's going to give you the intelligent adaptive cruise. You're kind of seeing an image actually of it right here. What it's going to do if the car slower you in front of you is going slower than you, it's going to slow you down to go their speed, and even bring it to complete stop. That's the stop and go means, and then go again if you're in rush hour traffic. And then if you pass them, it'll speed you back up and resume you back to the speed you had set. And also lane centering assist will help keep you in the center of your lane. So a little different than the lane keeping system. It actually keeps you in the center of your lane. And then it does also have the speed sign recognition as well. So if it sees a speed sign coming up, it'll adjust your speed based on that speed sign. You can set a tolerance above and below. If you like to go a little above the miles per gallon or miles per hour, then you can do that. So if you like to go 5 over, you can set that tolerance, and then when it sees that sign, it's going to adjust it based on your tolerance to that. So really kind of is a nice feature to have. And then the connected navigation, you get 1 year of connected navigation included, so that you're just like it says here, predictive destinations, route guidance, live traffic, pinch and zoom on that and everything. That's all going to be included. You also get evasive steering assist, which what that's going to do is if you can't, let's say this car is stopped really quick and you're really close to them and you can't stop in time, or you'd hit them, but you have a lane open, then you need to turn. It'll help assist in that turning while you're braking and such, because that typically will happen. You won't be able to. So that'll help with that. Also, you get the rear parking sensors. So in the back, you're going to have sensors. So if you're backing up, you're going to get alerted if you get too close to anything. And then also upgrades to give you a digital rear view camera as well. And upgrades your Sync 4 system to having a 13.2 inch screen. And so basically, let me go ahead and add this so you can see what this looks like. So we add that, go to the interior here, and go to this. Now you have a bigger screen. So instead of an 8-inch screen here, you're getting a 13.2-inch screen right there. So that's a nice, really good one. Almost worth $1,000 in itself, but also getting the adaptive cruise and everything else. That's going to be a very popular package for a lot of people. So for an extra $1,000, you're getting adaptive cruise, you're getting connected navigation, you're getting the bigger screen. I think that's a great value package right there. So let's go back. I'm going to uncheck this one. We do also have this Tech Pack number 2 for $4,370. So what's included in this package? So this package here is getting you everything we talked about already as part of that Copilot 360 Assist 2.0 package. The adaptive cruise with the lane centering, speed sign recognition, connected nav, your rear parking sensors, your evasive steering assist, your intersection assist. You're getting all that. Your bigger screen as well. You're getting all that. Plus, you're also getting reverse brake assist. So as you're backing up, if you're not braking in time, it'll brake the vehicle. So if you're backing up and alerts you and everything, but you're not stopping and there's something back there, it'll brake the vehicle, which is nice. Also, intersection assist. I thought I actually mentioned it was included, but intersection assist is not included in the other. That is included in this. And intersection assist, if you're turning across the intersection and it sees a car coming, it's going to brake the vehicle so you don't hit them. So that's a new technology in the last couple of years. 360-degree camera with split screen view. So it's going to split that screen with the back 360-degree view, and then either the back or front camera there. So that's pretty cool. Puts a little camera under each of your side view mirrors, as well as one on the front, so you can see all the way around you. Upgrade your seats to a 10-way power driver seat, also a 6-way power passenger seat. So upgrades those. Also gives you the cold weather package included, which we're going to talk about that package in just a little bit. So I'll bypass that. It does say active front wheel drive only. Really weird. Why you can't get an all-wheel drive. B&O audio sound system by Bang & Olufsen. I think that's because the all-wheel drive comes with it. Oh, yes. Cold weather package is already included in all-wheel drive. Didn't know that. Thank you, Ford. All right. And B&O audio sound system by Bang & Olufsen gives you 10 speakers, including a subwoofer, HD radio. Also upgrades not only this 13-inch screen here, but also upgrades and gives you another big 13.2-inch center stack, 12.3 digital productivity screen. So that's this screen here. So upgrades that as well. Also gives you the memory for driver's seat and the side view mirrors. So it'll memorize where I think up to 3 different drivers where those seat position and mirror positions are. Also, body colored Mirror caps as well. So it does upgrade those instead of black to body colored, and give you the wireless charging pad. This can be located down here. Just put your phone down in there and wirelessly charge your phone if you have one that is available. So again, this is not available to Tech Pack 1 because it includes some of the features from that package. But you get a lot of features here. So whether it's worth the $4,300, I don't know. I guess you'd have to determine that with that 360-degree camera, other safety features you get, the bigger audio, the cold weather package included on your the front wheel drives, as well as the memory. A lot of features there that are included in that package. Now, another package that's available, since we've already talked about it, is the cold weather package. So that's $1,000 for that package, and is available on your. It's included in active all-wheel drive, but is also available for the front wheel drive. So it's going to give you the heated front row seats. So heated seats for the driver and front passenger, heated mirrors. So now it'll defrost those mirrors, those exterior mirrors. Also gives you the remote start system. So you can remote start it quicker than using the app, having it on your remote. And you get the heated steering wheel as well. So, and keep in mind, heated steering wheel, the mirrors, and the seats will be activated when you remote start the vehicle, whether with the app or with that remote start. So there you go. There's a package. That is another package available. So those are all different packages available for the active trim. And don't forget, didn't mention earlier, if you go to all-wheel drive, it is $2,000 more, but you also get the cold weather package included in all-wheel drive. So there you go. There's $1,000 of that cost increase right there. So there you go. All right, now let's get into, we're going to talk about some standalone options now. And some of these, as we go through these, are factory installed options. There's some of those accessories you could find through Ford Accessories, but if you order it on your build, the factory will put it in your vehicle before shipping it out, usually like floor liners and such. So we'll talk about those. And then there's some dealer installed options, which means they'll ship it to the dealer and the dealership will put it on your vehicle when it gets to the dealership. So expect it to take a little longer once it gets there, but it'll be done. Sorry, I have the hiccups. All right, let me pause just a second, see if I can get rid of them. All right, moving down. This first one is a factory option, panoramic Vista roof. It's $1,595 for this. Does include the side rails on there as well. Includes the roof rack side rails that are black with that. And again, that is available for your active trim. All right, moving down, your splash guards. So splash guards are, looking at this, splash guards are a dealer installed option. And so that usually won't hold up your build since a dealer would install that for you. But $210, and they'll ship those, and the dealer will install the splash guards on your vehicle once it gets there. And then moving down, we do have the roof rack side rails, black, does say with the panoramic Vista roof. So on the active trim, you cannot get the side rails without getting the moonroof. So that's the only way you can get the side rails on this trim level. All right, moving down, the active decal. So you're seeing it back here, but again, $425 if you want that actually on your vehicle, and that would be a dealer installed option. The dealership would put that decal on the back. So I don't know, they're taking that off, I guess. Front license plate bracket. This is standard equipment in states that require front license plate, but Kansas is not one of those. So in some states, it's an option, but it's a no charge option. Make sure you put it on your build so the dealer installs it when it gets there. Engine block heater. And by the way, even if it's standard equipment, the dealership installs it when it gets there. Engine block heater, that is a factory option. You would definitely want to make sure you put that on there if you want that. You can see it's that plug there, so you can keep it warmed up. If you don't keep your vehicle in the garage, you might want to keep it warm, especially with really cold states. I haven't had any issues with my vehicles that I leave outside in Kansas, but if it is really cold outside, you need to have it remote start or something like that. You might want it plugged in for that to be able to be useful for you. Keeps that engine warmed up. All right, enough of that. Illuminated door entry keypad. This is a late availability item, not available at launch for 24 model year. They did take the keypad entry off of the door for 24 model year, and now it's a dealer installed option. So if you do order it, $350, the dealership will install it when it gets there. So that's been happening on a lot of vehicles. Does say in here, available only when the tech package number 2 is ordered. So you do have to get that, you have to have tech package number 2. Something to note there. The wheel locking exposed lug nuts, that is also a dealer installed option. So again, it's shipped ahead of time. and the dealership would put those on each of the different wheels that it needs to on that. Also, we do have these others. That's about it there. For interior options, we have a cargo mat. So cargo mat is a factory accessory. So basically the factory will put it in the back of the vehicle, and the dealership will put it in your vehicle when it arrives. You can see what it looks like. $100 for that, and that is something you can get through Ford Accessories as well if you forget to put it on your order. Roadside assistance kit, that is a dealer installed option. So basically, the dealership would take all the stuff out of the box, put it in that bag that it comes with. So there you go. Again, you can get that through Ford Accessories as well later. For first aid kit, again, puts all those things in there. The dealership will do that for you and put it in your vehicle. The easy access cargo shade. So let me show you what that looks like. So that's a shade back here, so people can't see through there into the back and see what kind of different cargo you have. It's $135. So that there is that is a Ford accessory. So Ford would put it in your vehicle before they ship it out. Floor liners, those are also Ford accessories that Ford would put in your vehicle. You can get either with the carpeted mats or without. So if you know you're not going to use the carpeted mats, go with the without option and save yourself some money there. There you go. Now these others, cargo organizers, those are dealer installed options. But again, you can get these through Ford Accessories, and it really doesn't cost that much for shipping on those. There's a smaller one, a standard size one there, and then there's a bigger one that has 4 areas. So there you go. There's those 2 options for you. And then we do have, moving down, there is another cargo organizer. It says cargo organizer, but it's a bag. It's a cooler bag. Basically, you can just put drinks and stuff in it and kind of see what that looks like. There you go. And then we do have a smoker's package, and you can see that does come with a little lighter. You can put it in the PowerPoint, as well as a ash cup tray there. There you go. Or you can get just the ash cup tray by itself. So if you want to put coins, they call it a coin holder. So instead of ash, you're holding coins. There you go. There's an option for you there too. And I think, is that about it? Oh, one last. Oh, center console, in-vehicle safe by Console Vault with a coded lock. So that is a dealer installed option as well. Dealership would put it in the vehicle when it comes in. And so, all right. So that's all those options for you. And I do recommend kind of some helpful tips here on the different accessories and standalone options is those factory ones we mentioned, engine block heater, your panoramic vista roof, those can only be done at the factory. But everything else, if it's an accessory, you can get that through Ford Accessories. The dealer installed options the same way. All those dealer installed options, other than maybe the keypad, you might think about that. But all the other things, you can get those pretty easily, and most of them don't even really include an install much. You can do it yourself. And the reason I say that is because the more of the DIOs you have on there, the longer it takes when the vehicle comes in. And Ford really doesn't reimburse the dealerships back enough to cover what it takes really to install those. But also, you have to then wait for the dealership to have the availability to install those. If there's a big truckload coming in, if one of them has a dealer installed options, they might check the others off and then hold on that one. So that can speed things up if you don't have them on there. But also, too, sometimes if you have too many of them, they have to have the parts available on all of those to ship out to the dealership. And I've actually had some of them. We had a truck arrive that it didn't come in time, and so we couldn't do it. We had to wait for that dealer installed option before we could deliver it to the customer. So just a couple things to keep in mind when it comes to that. Okay, I think that covered everything there for you on the active trim. We're going to be covering all the different vehicles, but hopefully this gives you some information. Move around the video if you want to revisit any information. Do that. Maybe you want to share this to a friend or colleague, a family member that is maybe looking to get an Escape. Feel free to share it, but also smash that like button. I'd really appreciate it. And if you do want to order from us, we do have a YouTube special that I'm providing out there. And that is, if you finance a vehicle with us at standard rates, I'll pay for up to $1,000 of shipping costs or travel expenses. So if you want to come pick it up, flights, hotel, gas, getting you back, or if you want to have it shipped to you, we can do that as well and cover the first $1,000 if you find some vehicle with us at standard rates. So we are doing MSRP pricing, might even be lower than that. Just depends. Active, there's not a lot of markup, so we're probably going to be MSRP on those on any special order. But the only fee we have here at McArthur is a $495 dealer fee. No other fee is added. We don't add any aftermarket add-ons that's required like some dealers or anything like that. So if you want a very simple, transparent, easy process, order, you might contact us if you'd like to, and we are taking orders for escapes. All right. That's all I have for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for the other videos, so make sure you're subscribed. The notification bell is turned on so you don't miss any of those videos. And until the next video, stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself, and we'll see you in that next video.